Hi, I'm Jashwin, and today I'll be sharing some useful information on stress management. The purpose of me choosing this topic is to create public awareness on the pros and cons of stress and at the same time recommend some useful methods that can be used to overcome the stress that is being faced by you people out there, especially during this pandemic. Now, to those of you who don't really know the full definition of stress, stress is actually a feeling of emotional or physical tension that occurs when our body reacts to situations that makes us feel angry, frustrated or nervous. According to a study that was carried out in Malaysia earlier this year, the results showed that 70% of its respondents reported an increase in the levels of stress during the early phase of the COVID-19 outbreak. There are two types of stress: acute stress and chronic stress. Acute stress is a short-term stress that goes away quickly. This type of stress usually lasts within minutes or hours from the time of an incident and can usually be felt during emergency braking or when we are caught in a traffic jam. Chronic stress, on the other hand, is a long-term stress. This type of stress usually lasts for days or even months. Chronic stress is usually experienced when one has financial problems, family problems, or even work-related problems. It is important for us to understand the type of stress that is being faced in order to find the right solution. Stress can have a negative impact on our well-being. This is because it can affect us physically, mentally, emotionally, and even behaviorally. Here are some examples of symptoms we might experience when we are stressed. Some of the most common physical symptoms we might experience include headaches and reduced in physical energy. Cognitively, we might not be able to make accurate judgments and might have difficulty in concentrating. In terms of emotion, stress might cause us to get agitated easily and may also lead us to have a low self-esteem, such as making us feel worthless. Last but not least, some behavioral symptoms of stress include low productivity and an increase in the usage of drugs, alcohol, and cigarettes. Having said that, an absence of symptom does not mean the absence of stress. Many at times we tend to consume medications when we are stressed to camouflage the symptoms. However, we need to bear in mind that consuming medications can only help in reducing the symptoms. It does not help with reducing the stresses, which is the main cause of us getting stressed. Moving on to the next question, is stress the same for everybody and is it always bad for us? The answer is no. Stress is not the same for everybody. What is stressful for one person may not be stressful for another. This is because different individuals have different levels of stress tolerance. Besides that, small amounts of stress can be useful. This is because when the task is slightly challenging, it becomes more interesting for us to complete the task using the skills we acquire. However, if the task is too easy or difficult, we might end up feeling bored or just giving up on the task. Therefore, too much or too little stress is of no good. Welcome to the final section of my talk. Here are some of the useful stress management techniques that I would recommend you guys to use when dealing with stress. And they are proper time management, having a positive attitude, exercising regularly, eating healthily, getting enough of rest and sleep, stop procrastinating, taking things one step at a time, and doing something that you enjoy. For your information, these techniques are better to be used as a prevention method rather than a solution. Always remember that prevention is better than cure. This is the end of my talk. Hope you guys really enjoyed yourself and learned something useful today. Goodbye, have a nice day. Thank you.